Right.
And then the final piece I would say there, which we haven't really touched on yet, is the fairness dimension. And so here, I mean, with our current focus more on inclusion, diversity, but fairness isn't just about that. Fairness is about people in different roles having equal access, not just to pay and promotions and bonus, but to things like FaceTime with leaders. So as a leader, are you giving equal face time to all your employees? Are you saying thank you to different groups of employees, regardless of their role? And so those would be the three key dimensions, I think, that sort of will make or break it. And if you want to sort of create that culture of trust within the organization, you need to be paying attention to all three of those streams at the same time.
Right.
And if you do, it does take on a life of its own, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I wish that, I mean, we're over time again, and I could go on about this and having this discussion forever. Why don't we just end off with this and tell us, there's going to be a ton of people. This is one of the most popular topics that we've had, and there are a lot of people interested in this. How can they get in touch with you? Who can they talk to kind of figure out whether they want, to talk to you about a consultative approach or to bend your ear about challenges they're having? Where can they go and how do they engage you?
Greatplacetowork.ca, and you'll see there's quick links to register if you want to get started with a survey, or contact us if you have a question, or reach out to us, like you say, if you want to just bend our ear with the challenges you're facing. That's probably the best place to get started. And if you are in it for the branding, if you're interested in the branding that we were talking about earlier in the session, if you already think you're a great workplace, put your name in the hat. Let us survey your employees. Investment for small organizations starts at as low as $1,000. So this isn't something that needs to be a huge budget line item. Obviously, the more consulting work we do has a bigger price tag associated with it. But we want to work with organizations of all shapes and sizes, because that helps us build our database, right? We're learning about every company we work with.
Right.
And that's really our intellectual property.
Right. And you're benchmarking them. And that's, a very, very important thing for us. It was a real eye opener for us to be on that list. It certainly put us up at the top of people's list when they're looking for a place to work, that the brand actually stands out and you can see it and people are drawn to it. But I can say this very, very safely, that it is one of the hardest, let's not say hardest, one of the most challenging roads to walk was going from, not a great place to work to being recognized as a great place to work, and to stay on that list.
Yeah.
Especially when more and more people want to get on that list, it becomes harder and harder to kind of keep you got to bring your game all the time. And all it's done is it's made us a far better organization. And I want to thank you guys for that, because you've been a real North Star for us to kind of gauge where we are. And the fact that we were so blown away by making it so high up the list this year that, we were having weeks of celebration because of it. You had to refocus people. It was awesome. Anyway, Alison, thank you so much for spending the time with us today. And I wish you the best. And again, greatplacetowork.ca. Jump on there, ask questions, engage someone, get on this list.